And on a day like today, you know, he's inclined to reminisce. And I've been doing this today, you know, and it's really something. You know, it's been a wonderful life, you know, and I feel very, very privileged and very, very happy to have, you know, to have had this wonderful life. And I think back about some pretty wonderful times, and particularly about the times that Grandma and I have had together, early times when Grandma was still a stewardess. And this is what I was thinking about today. And she was a stewardess, and she'd be arranging flights on her flight schedules to come down to Halifax as often as she could, which was certainly appreciated. And we would all we'd get together, and she'd arrive in generally at about supper time, and she stayed at the Lord Nelson Hotel. Air Canada would, you know, they supplied supper, but that was immaterial. We'd go out for dinner, and then after dinner we'd go to we'd you know what we'd do? We'd head for the Dingle Park, and we just sit in the car. And when he was looking at the arm, and we'd be planning for our life ahead, you know.
Wow.
And we thought it would be a great idea if we had 12 kids. 12 is a nice round number.
Wow.
You know, and you know, it was so, you know. And it was, it reminds me of that old song. We've been sailing along on Moonlight Bay, and that was you know, it was a very memorable occasions, and when I think of, you know, all of the, you know, when I think of all of the happenings since then, and the first baby came along. I arrived at the hospital once, you know, when I was there, you know, pretty handy when Margaret came along, and then as soon as Grandma was comfortable, I went down with a bottle of wine.
No, not wine.
Oh, champagne. Yeah, that's right, champagne. Tall glass, two tall glasses. And I arrived in the nuns there. And she, wow. You know, the infirmary was managed by the Sisters of Charity at the time.
The infirmary, Halifax
And
infirmary.
she isn't this romantic? So we got half corn and a bottle of wine, and the next morning, Margaret had a little red nose. You know? And so it was with each of the kids. Every time, each of you when you arrived.
So there was 5 bottles of champagne, not 12.
They, yeah, no, just one at a time.
One at a time.
But it was very, the occasion was so happy, you know, when each of you arrived, and it's been happy ever since, you know. Really.
So why'd you stop at only 5?
It's a good
They
question.
had me.
They tried and tried until they had the perfect child.
Oh, thank you, Liza.
Well, you know,
Very beautiful daughter.
we just simply had to be satisfied, you know. But it was reluctantly. No, but anyway.
Reality kicked in.
Anyway, and I think about the times when, and I was thinking about the times when all the little ones chased after Ian with a baseball bat.
It's totally undeserved.
Ian was a tantalizing little guy. He was always teasing the girls, you know.
I think I was the one doing
And
most
they
of the chasing.
They'd go after me. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, darling.
But you know, and of course, you know, Grandma you've given us the most wonderful, wonderful years. And,
Thank you.
and we appreciate it ever so much. I speak for everybody here. We appreciate every so much everything you do for us. You're
Thank
just
you.
one wonderful person.
Keep right on to the end. How about singing?
Of the road,
To the end.
of the road, keep right on to the end. Though your heart is weary, still journey on. Dun, 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 dun. Taming of at the end of the road. Here, here. Well said, Dad.
Very well said.
Yeah,